Hello my dear Pro, how are you? I hope you are doing well and you are very good. So today we are here to discuss the concept. That concept name is laws of conservation of momentum vector. So just stay tuned with me. I will take max to max 10 minutes. In that 10 minutes I will bind up the concept of what is conservation of momentum. So understand the words. But just before I start on the concept conservation of momentum, I will let you know few things. What is that, sir? What is momentum vector? If I ask you in a simple word, then what you will say about momentum? Then you will say, sir, momentum is nothing. It is product of mass into velocity. Any doubts? No doubts, sir. Next one, which if I ask you what is force, then you will say to me, sir, force is nothing. It is mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. It means F is equal to m. But if I ask you second law of motion, what second law of motion is saying to us? Second law of motion. Then you will say to me that, sir, second law of motion say that the rate of change of linear momentum, the rate of change in linear momentum is directly proportional to momentum is directly proportional to applied force. So this thing I know. The rate of change of linear momentum is directly proportional to applied force. This statement is given by second law of motion. What does it mean? It means saying that force is directly proportional to change in momentum. It means del P by del T. Momentum is what? Mass into velocity. It means it say that force is directly proportional to change in mv by t del T. Now we know that mass is constant. The force is directly proportional to mass will come this side, change in velocity by change in time. And change in velocity by time is what? Acceleration. The force is directly proportional to mass increase. We know this concept. That I want to tell you. Any doubts in that? Then tell me. No, sir. Now come to our concept, what we want to discuss. Conservation of momentum. So you just stay tuned with me, bacha. I will clear your derivation of momentum. What is that actually? Conservation of momentum. What we want to say. Bacha, law of conservation of momentum, law of conservation of P. P means momentum. What they are saying, it is saying that initial momentum, initial P is equal to final P. It means initial momentum is equal to final momentum. It means you cannot add anything, you cannot subtract anything. You cannot create anything, you cannot destroy anything. It means whatever initial value is there is equal to the final value. Suppose initial momentum is Pi, then final momentum is Pf, they both are same. It means they are saying that if initial momentum mass I, velocity I, then final momentum Mf, Vf is equal. How, sir? We will discuss now. Now see what I am saying to you. Bacha, conservation of momentum says that m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. What does it mean, sir? Suppose bacha, you take one object whose mass is m1. Any object is there whose mass is m1. He is moving with velocity, initial velocity u1. Another object is there whose mass is m2. This one is also moving with initial velocity u2. Mass m1, I consider initial velocity u1. Another object I taken whose mass m2, and I said that the velocity is initial velocity u2. After some time, what happened? Collision happened. They both object collides. Collision takes place. So collision is what? They both will interact. So m1, m2, u1, u2. So because of collision, bacha, what you will see? Their velocity will change. So after collision, I said that m1 velocity become v1 and m2 velocity become v2. Any doubts? This concept is saying before collision, and this one is saying collision, and this one bacha after collision. Three concepts. Before collision, collision, after collision. So before collision, object has mass m1 moving with velocity u1. Object has mass m2 moving with velocity u2. After collision, mass is same na, m1 m1, but velocity change v1, and their velocity change v2. Now you tell me what is momentum. Momentum is what? Velocity by time, p is equal to mv. If I ask you what is the momentum of initial momentum, what is initial momentum? Then you will say that so initial momentum p1 is equal to what? m1 v1 minus u1. Listen again. Initial momentum p1 is equal to m1 v1 minus u. What does it mean, sir? Matlab momentum is equal to mass into velocity, but here velocity means change in velocity. In m1 velocity, how much change? From v1 and u1. Starting velocity u1 and final velocity v1. Then change in velocity v1 minus u. As same like this, p2 is what? m2 v2 minus u2. We know that third law of motion, every action is equal and opposite reaction. It means every action has equal and opposite reaction. If someone will slap me, this hand will slap me, so how much force my cheeks will receive, same effect my hand is also going to feel it. Suppose with this hammer, if I want to keep this, what is this hammer? I want to keep nail inside it. How much force I will apply in this hammer with the help of hammer in this nail? The same force nail will also apply in this hammer. Suppose I want to keep nail inside it. So what happened? How much force I am applying in this hammer to keep this nail inside the wall, the same force nail will also apply in this hammer. But direction is opposite. It means force of action and reaction is same. Not understood. Matlab reaction and action pair is always same. That we call third law of motion. Any doubts? No, sir. So bacha, one thing keep in mind. Force of action is equal to force of reaction but in negative direction. Fa is equal to minus F1 but direction is negative. Any doubt? No, sir. Now you tell me what is your action and what is your reaction that I want. You just let me know what is your action and what is your reaction, bacha. So see, your action is m1 and reaction is m2. You are going with some force. You did react action on what? m2. So in return, he will do some reaction on m1. You are going with m1. So m1 will do action on m2, collision. In return, m2 will give some reaction to m1. Understood? To see, Fa is equal to minus of F. So what is your initial force, action force? So force is equal to mass into acceleration. And bacha, you know, time is always same. Time is constant. So see what I am saying. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. m1 v1 minus u1 upon t is equal to negative of m2 v2 minus u2 by t. Any doubts? No, sir. Now see next point, what I want to say to you. You got this statement. What you got? m1 v1 minus u1 upon by t equal to minus m2 v2 minus u2 by t. So now see, bacha, m1 v1 minus u1 by t is equal to negative of m2 v2 minus u2 by t. Bacha, tt cancel because time is same now. Because see, for collision, time is constant now. How much time it will take to reverse back, the same time it will take to go front. Not understood. Suppose I want to slap myself. The how much time I slapped here, the reaction will come the same time for action will also come. So time of reaction and action is same. The time of reaction and action is same. That's why tt cancel. Then what you will get if you multiply? You will get m1 v1 minus m1 u is equal to, if you multiply here, one you will get minus m2 v2 minus m2 u2. end outcomes. M1 V1 minus M1 U1 minus M2 V2 minus minus plus होता है add M2, it is V2 U2. Now बच्चा, if this will come this side, it will go this side, and what happened? M1 V1 plus M2 V2 is equal to M1 U1 plus M2 U2. This is the actual derivation of this formula. I hope you understood. If you understood this concept, just let me know. Then in next session, I will bring for you few problems in this concept. Okay? So just go through this concept, what I want to say. The end point of this concept is what is the end statement? How we should conclude this concept? We concluded that for action and reaction, force is same. Whatever time we will take for action, the same time we will take for reaction. So time is constant. Remaining concept is there. Okay? Enjoy. Bye.